Oops.
Is that your Cardinals picture, Adam, or is that in here for you?
Leading off for the Purdy Eagles, the shortstop number 14, Hunter Props. You pass me the program, please?
The program for...
I need it for Purdy.
I'll send you the whole mass of papers.
Thank you. We are live here for game number 3 between Hartville and Purdy. Kyler Props, is the batter. Correction, Kyler Props. Kyler Props, the hitter today for these Purdy Eagles. They play the Hartville Eagles. Purdy is the newcomer of the SWCL, the Southwest Central League. Props will swing and tap one foul. And it'll go at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here as we kick off the the top of the first inning. The 1-2. Props is hit by the pitch, and that's going to put the runner on first, and that will bring up stupid phone. Pardon me. That will again, gosh dang. That will bring up Henderson. That is Henderson. That is Clay Henderson. Right fielder number 5, Clay Henderson. Clay Henderson, the batter. Sorry. We apologize for the camera work, as a little bit of a mess here, but we're doing our best. No biggie whatsoever. Clay Henderson once again is the batter for the Purdy Eagles as we stand here in the top half of the first inning. If you missed the last 2 games, first game of today was ended by a walk-off thing from Spokane as they walked off Wheaton by a score of 3-2. And then Billings defeated Blue Eye in 6 innings by a score of 9-8. Runner going as Henderson's going to swing and miss, and Hartville drops the ball. It'll be an 0-2 count now on Clay Henderson. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's out number 1 to kick off the top half of inning number 1. That's going to bring up Andrew Martinez, the left fielder. Left fielder number 11, Andrew Martinez. Andrew Martinez, the left fielder, as he will swing and rolling it into center for a base hit. That's going to score Props, and Purdy on the board early. It'll now be a 1-0 Purdy lead early here in the top half of inning number 1. It's going to bring up Mason Schallert. First baseman number 7, Mason Schallert. Stupid thing. Stay. Mason Schallert, the batter for these Purdy Eagles. Once again, Purdy is a new team coming into the SWCL, coming out of the Ozarks 7. First pitch to Schallert's going to be a strike at 0-1. Runner on second. That is Henderson. Schallert now quickly behind at 0-2. 0-2 the count on Mason Schollert from Purdy. Here in the top half of inning number 1. The 0-2 is going to be now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mason Schollert. Mason Schollert, the batter for these Purdy Eagles. The 1-2 is going to be now 2-2 on Mason Schollert. 2 balls, 2 strikes, only 1 out here in the top half of inning number 1. 1-0 Purdy over Hartville early in this ball game. Coming up after this game, we'll see Crane take on Galena. The 2-2 is going to be swung on and fouled. It's going to be a still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mason Schollert. Here on this Saturday afternoon, here in the middle of September, 2-2 is going to be lined and going to be behind the grandstand foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on Mason Schollert. Two-two pitch, swinging a high pop-up going into foul territory, and there's out number 2, and that's going to bring up that's going to bring up Zane Brown for these Purdy Eagles. Second baseman number 16, Zane Brown. Zane Brown, the batter for Purdy, as he is the 6th man for these Eagles. 1-0 Purdy over Hartville. First pitch is going to be swung on and hit a mile high. Who wants it? And that's going to be the final out of the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and 2 men were left stranded. We go on to the bottom of inning number 1. It is 1-0 Purdy over Hartville. It's hot in here. Yeah, a little bit, so. What's that? Who homered? That was O'Neal. Oh, Wisdom, Wizzy. Oh boy, Wizzy. Gosh, he destroyed that ball. Leading off the bottom of the 1st inning for Hartville, the catcher number 5, Eli Cook. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here on the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel. 1-0 count on Eli Cook, the catcher. He is the leadoff man for these Hartville Eagles. 1-0 Purdy is our score here in the top half of bottom half of inning number 1. Hartville is the home team. Purdy is the visitors on the scoreboard. One ball, one strike on Eli Cook. So we'll dig back into the batter's box. The 1-2, swing, ripper foul towards highway. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Eli Cook. The 1-2, swing at a high pop up into center. Who wants it? And that was going to be the center fielder from Purdy. That was Brown. And that will bring Braden Brandstetter. Shortstop, number 9, Braden Brandstetter. Braden Brandstetter, the batter for Hartville. First pitch, strike 1 on Braden Brandstetter. He wears number 9 for these Hartville Eagles. 0-1 the count on Brandstetter. Here's the 0-1 to him. Going to be blocked in the dirt now. It's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike on Braden Brandstetter. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning, Hartville and Purdy. Brandstetter chops it. Gobbled up by the shortstop onto first, and Brandstetter is safe. And that will bring up Stone Matthews, the big first baseman for these Hartville Eagles. First baseman number 25, Stone Matthews. Stone Matthews, the third baseman for these Hartville Eagles. Coach Horn now coming out to protest. Not happy with that call, as Brandstetter was called out. So Horn's going to protest with the home plate umpire. Horn not really happy about it. And he's letting the home plate umpire hear about it. As he will end it, he will head back to the dugout as he's still chirping at the home plate umpire. Controversial between, will head to the third base coaching box as Stone Matthews will now head back into the batter's box, the right batter's box. First pitch to him is going to be a ball at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes on Stone Matthews. Here's a 1-0 pitch. A little bit upstairs, 2-0 on Matthews. Two outs here in the bottom half of inning number 1. 1-0 Purdy over Hartville. Two, 1, and now 3-1 on Matthews. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs on Stone Matthews. The 3-1. Now 3-2 on the big right-handed hitter Stone Matthews. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 takes the walk, and he will be on first, and that will bring up Caleb Moore, the Ozarks Sports Report Player of the Year nominee. 27, Caleb Moore. Caleb Moore, the 2018 Ozarks Sports Report Pitcher of the Year nominee. Definitely a good arm on the mound for Hartville. Caleb Moore swings it and lines out to the third baseman, and that will end the inning. So, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner was left on base. We head on to the top of inning number 2. It is 1-0 Purdy over Hartville. Top of the second inning for the Purdy Eagles. The second baseman, number 16, Zane Brown. Zane Brown at the top half of inning number 2, with his club leading 1-0, as he'll swing and pop it up foul. And he's quickly behind it, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Now 0-2 on Zane Brown. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Zane Brown. Head coach for these Purdy Eagles is Josh Hughes over there at the third base coaching box. And the assistant coach is going to be Derek Mann. They're at the first base coaching box. Head coach for the Hartville Eagles is Coach Clint Horn, and assisted by Andrew Doyle. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Brown, and he will be tagged. He'll be called out there at the plate, or pardon me, at first, and that's going to bring up, as that will bring up Aldaba. Pitcher number 25, Asiel Aldaba. Asiel Aldaba, the man to greet Caleb Moore. Is the first pitch from Moore is going to be a ball inside on him at 1 ball and no strikes. Asiel Aldaba, once again, is the starting pitcher for these Purdy Eagles, as he'll hit 1 foul. It's going to go make it now a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ripper foul down to the parking lot. Now strike 2. Aldalva, a big guy for Purdy, as he will be able, as he's got some power in his bat. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside 2-2 on Aldalva. I'll see Aldalva, the pitcher, the starting pitcher for Purdy. Now he's going to work the count full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Aldalva. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a high fly ball. That will go foul down the right field line. It'll pause the count there at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count on Osiel Aldalva. The 3-2 pitch, swing at a high pop-up. That'll be caught by Moore, and that will be out number 2. And that will bring up Carl Hewitt for these Purdy Eagles. Catcher number 3, Carl Hewitt. Carl Hewitt, the batter for these Purdy Eagles, as he will be missed him, but it looked like to us it may have hit his bat. So it's going to be 1-0 now on Hewitt, Carl Hewitt, the batter for Purdy. The 1-0 from Moore is going to be a strike now at 1-1, 1 ball on strike. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a high pop-up. It's going to be playable. Who wants it? And the shortstop for Hartville to get that for the final out. That was the second baseman, Bryce Piper, to get it. And we go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Purdy over Hartville. That was last night.
That's Thursday night, it's Friday when we were here. We were setting up, you got me a piece of, I would go up here to turn music on. And so you push the door and just put it open at it, all the PA stuff, which was donated. Yeah, but still, it's $4,000, right? Yeah. And then the laptop to go with it. So we don't have to use it or anything. I think it's from, Ozarks City, I think. Yeah, and then the laptop from, I guess, one of it says or what.
I think it came from the school. It was the school's laptop, so.
And we got one from the little gym, brought it in here, but we took some laptop, headphone jack,
My phone, because I'm streaming on there.
that'd be something else.
Is this how this going to go for the rest of the fall season?
What?
Yeah, and then yeah.
Now we'll have music. Because Kane will have a bit of music somehow.
Right.
We're, it's gonna try and get Dr. Johnson to fly, but we'll have a new PA. Keep this one going.
This is 7, so Gosley. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Hartville Eagles, the left field number 7, Gosley. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane, Missouri, between Hartville and Purdy. This is game 3 of 5. Luke, the batter Eagles here in the bottom half of inning number 2. 1-2 the count on Gosley. Here's the 0-2 and bobbled by the shortstop, Purdy. That was Kyler Props, and that's to bring up Piper, the second baseman. Second baseman number 1, Rice Piper. Rice Piper, the second baseman for these Hartville. First pitch to Piper to be a strike at 0-1. Hartville comes this game with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses on the season, which their last loss coming to Crane, and that's going to be a base hit for our Gosley. It's going to move the runners now at first and second. It's going to bring up Colton, pardon me. Baseman number 26, Jarrett Colton. Jarrett Colton, the batter for the Hartville Eagles. Battle of Eagles between Purdy and Hartville. The Eagles of Purdy are leading it 1-0 over Hartville. Here in the bottom half inning number 2. One ball, no strikes. And now we got runners on second and third. Second and third, nobody out. 1-1 count with Jarrett Colton, the batter. Luke is the home umpire will. They got second base back up on there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, or nobody out. First and third for the Hartville Eagles. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Here's a 1-2, swinging a high fly ball the other way. It's going to be dropped in for a base hit. That's going to tie the game now. 1 run is in. That's going to put the Eagles on the board, and that's going to put Hartville on the board. That's going to tie it up now at 1 here in the bottom of inning number 2. That's going to bring up Cody Mahan, the right fielder for these Hartville Eagles. Right number 8, Cody Mahan. Cody Mahan, the batter for the Hartville Eagles. Hartville and Purdy. Once again, this is a battle of Eagles between Hartville and Purdy. First pitch to Mahan's going to be a ball at 1-0, 1 ball, no strikes. Tie ball game between Purdy and Hartville. Scored the first run in the top of the first inning, and then Hartville scored the second run in the top of the bottom of the second, pardon me. And we stand here at 1. And we stand here tied at 1. 3 balls and no strikes on Cody Mahan. The 3-0 walk, and that's going to load the bases up for Hartville, and that's up. Now Tucker Dedman, the fielder for Hart. Center fielder number 32, Tucker Dedman. Tucker Dedman, center fielder for the Hartville Eagles. First pitch, Dedman, is going to be a ball, or no, strike at nothing and 1. Oh, and 1 out on Tucker Dedman.
So you want to give you a t-shirt, a tournament t-shirt? Yeah, I think you did. Okay.
No balls, 2 strikes. Tucker Dedman. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Bottom of the second inning between a battle of Eagles between Purdy and Hartville. 1-2 pitch, 1-2 count. Pardon me. Runners will take their lead. Here's a ground bobbled in, and ball gets away, and that's going to also give Hartville the lead. It's going to be 2-1 Hartville over, and that will reset the lineup. It's going to bring back. It's going to bring up Eli Cook back. Bring Eli Cook back up to the lineup for these Hartville Eagles. Catcher number 5, Eli Cook. Eli Cook, the batter for Hartville. Only 1 out with runners at the corners. First pitch, swinging strike at the 0-1 runner going. Throw to second, and he will be in. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here on 2 balls and 1 strike on Eli Cook, the catcher for Hartville. The 2-1 is going to be a 3 balls and 1 strikes. 3 balls and 1, pardon me, on Dedman at second, and Colton will be at third. The 3-2 is going to be upstairs, and going to walk in. That's going to walk Eli Cook and walk the bases. Bring up Braden Brandstetter, the shortstop for Hartville. Shortstop number 6. Shortstop number 9. Braden Brandstetter. Braden Brandstetter, the batter for Hartville. I don't know on Brandstetter. No, swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Braden Brandstetter. Swing and a miss, strike 2 now on Brandstetter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded. 2-1. 2-1 Hartville over Purdy right now. 2-1 swing and a miss, strike 3, and Branstetter is going to go down swinging. That's going to Stone Matthews, the first baseman for the Hartville. First baseman number 25, Stone Matthews. First pitch to Stone Matthews to be a strike at 0-1. Balls 1 strike on Stone Matthews. The 0-1. 1 strike now on Stone Matthews. The 1-1. Strike 2 now on Matthews, the Purdy Eagles, or pardon me, the Hartville Eagles first baseman. Apparently a big guy for Hartville. 2-2 the count on Stone Matthews. Kane coming back. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Matthews. 3-2, and that's going to be a strike 3, and the damage has been done here at Purdy Parsons Memorial Stadium. We're going to the top of inning number 3. It is 2-1 Purdy, or pardon me, 2-1 Hartville over Purdy.
And then he said, okay, next song.
Oh my gosh. That's what Kelly chose?
That's what Colton found on his iPod. It fits, doesn't it?
Huh? It does fit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I never thought
I need something to-
thinking, man, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It's kind of hard to have fun at a funeral when everybody's so sad and depressed.
Yeah. Well, especially one like this where the guy was so young and
Yeah, 49, that's way too young to die. 47?
he was younger than me.
KY3 said it was 49.
He's wrong most of the time.
I think so.
Because he was in a wild way.
I'm wondering, is it Simpson? Is it Simpson on the play that is? Yeah. They got it for a second.
Alright, where's the pretty line? There it is. It is. Show your number, man. Show your number.
Ground ball. They pulled the first base.
What's your number? You're
I thought first
2.
base was tagging, but guy at first.
Leading off top of the 3rd inning for the Purdy Eagles.
So he was like, he was,
The center fielder,
well,
Jake Brown.
they choose it, but what happened? If he missed the tag, so the runner's going that way, the tag towards his stuff.
Welcome back to Purdy Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane, Missouri.
And then they changed it.
As
I was about to crack the door so I could do it, but yeah, I didn't.
Jake Brown swings and
Your way over here.
That's what bugs me. It's not when they
hits it foul.
Like he did tackle him. But
He'll make it now a strike 1. 0-1 the count now on Jake Brown. Now 1-1 on Brown. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Here in the top of inning number 3, and Brown's going to swing and ground it to the 3rd baseman. That's going to be handled easily, quickly, and easy. And that'll reset the line. That's going to bring up Props, the shortstop for the Purdy Eagles. Shortstop number 14, Kyler Props. Kyler Props, the batter 0-1 the count on Props. Coming up after this game, we will see the host of Crane as they will take on their neighbors to the south of Galena. Crane and Galena, that will be the second to last game. Only 2 games left today, and 2 games left in this Crane Fall Wood Bat tournament. Once again, that will be Crane and Galena. 1 ball, 1 strike here in this game between Purdy and Hartville. Next pitch to Props is going to be a swing strike now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Here's a 1-2. Swinging a high pop up. It's going to go foul. and it will make the count still stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on Props. Here's the 1-2 from Moore. Swing and a miss. Strike. And the Ozarks Sports Report Pitcher of the Year nominee will slam the door on Props, and that will bring up Henderson. That will be Chase Henderson. Right fielder number 5, Chase Henderson. Chase Henderson, the batter now for, Clay Henderson. The batter for the Purdy Eagles. He's a right fielder today for Purdy. As the first pitch to him was a strike at the 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2 now. Yeah. 0-2 the count now on Henderson, and it'll be a ball now on 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count at 1-2. Here with 2 outs here in the top of inning number 3. Here's the 1-2 upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes on 2 outs. Top of inning number 3, and that will bring the top of the 3rd to a close. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. It's 2-1 Hartville over Purdy.
I noticed first base. Was there plenty of traffic?
Yeah, I didn't look at it while it was done, but there was enough.
I think before the championship, all line and everything.
We get more chalk in the basketball one. Just that there was some fair spots. Yeah.
Did Hayden get the same text that I did?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So if it's kicked back.
howdy.
You gonna take that out of the room?
Yeah.
So tell me, me yelling at you wasn't the best.
No.
I didn't even come close to preparing,
No.
did I?
No way. Because like
Mid-game?
Oh,
To join you?
sure.
Join that in for a half minute? Sure. Talk to him about his experiences and stuff?
Yeah. I can tell him what he misses. I can ask him what he misses about home and what's different about regular life and marine life.
Maybe he
As
can
I'll-
give you some pointers.
Oh man. Alrighty.
Clay coming back, or is he staying for that?
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Hartville Eagles, the pitcher number 27, the Ozarks Sports Report Pitcher of the Year, Caleb Moore. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. I am with a former Crane Pirate, that is Colby Smith, who just Marine boot camp at the MCRD there in San Diego, California. Colby, welcome back home.
It's good to be back.
Now, what is it like here the Marines? What's it compared like to being here back home as more going to swing and fly that one? It's going to be out number one. So tell me your experience in boot camp.
Well, my experience was like, it's different in San Diego because the weather and everything is just totally drastic from Missouri. And going into boot camp, you start off really scared and all this, and then once you get out, you kind of see the world differently, and you know like how to keep your bearing and not freak out over small stuff like you used to.
Luke Gosley, the batter for Hartville. Now, the first couple of weeks in the sorry about that. So first couple of weeks there in the Marines, did it make you kind of a little bit?
You miss home a lot during the first couple weeks, almost like the first month. But then once you get kind of like situated where you're supposed to go, you just kind of enjoy the suck and just kind of get used to it.
One, Rice Piper. And now since you're back home, do you kind of miss San Diego now since you're more used to being there in San Diego as here back in Missouri?
No, I don't really miss San Diego very much. It's kind of, the air is way different here, and it feels a lot better here because there's not as much pollution. But no, I don't really miss it yet. But I'm sure once I get situated here, it'll probably start to creep up on me.
So 1-1 the count on Rice Piper. And now, did you have any stories to tell us about and to tell your Marines back home, or your Marines back in San Diego, about playing high school baseball here in Southwest Missouri?
Yeah, actually, not very many people in my company played baseball, so that was kind of a shocker for me. So whenever I tell them that we had such good baseball programs here in Missouri, they were just kind of like, we don't really play baseball here, so they were just kind of like interested, and it was really good to tell them about it.
Jarrett Colton, who's going to line out, and that's going to end the bottom half of inning number 3. We go to the top of inning number 4. It's 2-1 Hartville over Purdy. You also want to stay on air in the next half inning?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
I just need to know, like, are you guys going to say something whenever I go up?
Yeah, we will.
They've got something to read off here.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Now back in this hot air.
It's hotter in here as well.
Humidity.
Humid. H-U-M-I-D.
He's definitely lost his voice.
Oh, yeah. You gotta. Like, there's only, like, I think it's, like, three sayings you say. It's, like, yes, sir, no, sir, I, sir. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, I, ma'am. So it's a different ballpark to adapt to in the Marines. Would you guys ever thought of going into the military?
No.
No? How about you? No? Alrighty. Where's the Purdy lineup? Here it is. Who's this guy? This is number...
He's safe here. You're safe.
Oh, what's his face?
Yeah, what are you doing? Stuff out of the way.
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane, Missouri. If you are just joining us, we are here in the top half of inning number 4. I was joined by Colby Smith, former Crane Pirate and now a United States Marine. And from all of us here at Ozarks Sports Report, we congratulate him for graduating Marine Corps basic training or Marine Corps boot camp as he was in San Diego. 2 balls, 1 strike on Martinez. That was Andrew Martinez of the Purdy Eagles. He's the batter for Purdy. He's got a 2-2 count on him. Andrew Martinez, a junior on this squad for the Purdy Eagles. 2-2, and that one's going to be slapped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs on Andrew Martinez. As Schaller will wait patiently on deck. The 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and drilled foul to Derek Mann. He is the assistant coach for the Purdy Eagles. Purdy and Hartville here in the top half of inning number 4 as we hit the middle stages of this ball game. 1 ball and 2 balls and 2 strikes. First pitch to Martinez is going to be drilled foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Martinez. The 2-2. Now 3-2, 3 balls and 2 strikes as the count's going to run full on Martinez. The 3-2 pitch, swinging a high pop-up. Going back, it's going to be at the wall, all the way to center. And Martinez will stop at second. That's going to now move to Mason Schaller. First baseman number 7, Mason Schaller. Mason Schaller, the batter for these Hartville Eagles. The first here in the top half of inning number 4. No balls, no strikes, no outs here in the top of inning number 4. 1 runner on. That is Andrew Martinez, the batter for these for the Eagles. Purdy, a newcomer in the SWCL. Now already at no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count on Martinez. 2-1 Hartville here in the top of inning number 4. 0-1 now is going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. If the count's going to be even now at 1 ball, at 1-1. 1-1 the count. No outs with 1 runner on second. That is Andrew Martinez. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And a good cut by Mason Schaller, the first baseman for the Purdy Eagles. One and 2 the count on Schaller. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and down goes Schaller. And that's going to now move it to OCL Aldalva, the sophomore third baseman for Purdy. Third baseman number 20. OCL Aldalva. Aldalva with a V.
Because the Aldaba is soft. Who's pitching?
More.
No.
Oh. Oh, that is Alba. Okay. OCL Aldalva, the third base for the Purdy Eagles. 0-1, 1 out. One ball, one strike on OCL Aldalva. Here's a 1-1 swing, broken bat. You don't see those that often in high school. Gobbled up in the dirt, and that's going to move the tying run to third, and that will bring up Zane Brown. Second baseman number 16, Zane Brown. Two outs with bases with the runners at the corners. First and third, 2 outs for Zane Brown, the second baseman now for the Purdy Eagles. No balls, no strikes. Runners are at the corners. Or no, pardon me, one runner at third with 2 outs. Here in the top of inning number 4. First pitch to Brown is going to be a strike now at 0-1. Brown looking to extend the inning to Aldalba, the sophomore pitcher for Purdy. 0-1 the count on Brown. Here's the 0-1 swing and another fly ball foul. It's going to go towards the tracks. 0-1 the count on, 0-2 the count on Zane Brown. We're streaming live here on the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel. The 0-2 going to miss, strike 3. And the Ozarks Sports Report Pitcher of the Year nominee from last spring gets out of the inning with no worries whatsoever. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is a lead.
Did you say you sent me a request for joining? I joined a fan request, but I don't know how.
That was cool to have Colby on there.
You sent me is like on the admin or whatever. But I log in under my own login stuff. Or yeah, you still log in and it take you everything.
But they're still at the grave where they're.
I don't know.
Oh. Who knows? Oh, never mind that. Ooh, up and down. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Hartville Eagles, the right fielder number 8, Cody Mahan. Back at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in downtown Crane, Missouri. Cody Mahan, the batter for Hartville. First pitch to him is going to be a ball at 1-0, 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful, beautiful day here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. Good day for baseball. This is game 3 of 5 here from Tootie Parsons. Coming up after this game, we'll see the 3rd place game, which will feature the Crane Pirates and the Galena Bears, both teams in the SWIC. 2 balls and 1 strike on Cody Mahan. 2-1 the count. Here in the bottom of inning number 2.
Four.
Pardon me, bottom of inning number 4.
I might have math classes in the broadcast school.
2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2, 2-2 now on Cody Mahan. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a battle of Eagles. The Purdy Eagles from the west and the Hartville Eagles from the east. Eagles, the easternmost team in this tournament from Hartville. Here's a 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's out number 1. That's going to bring up Tucker Deadman, the center fielder for Hartville. Center fielder number 32, Tucker Deadman. Tucker Deadman, the center field for the Hartville Eagles. First pitch to him is going to be a strike at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Deadman's going to watch that next pitch come in at a ball at 1-0. Or pardon me, 1-1, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's a 1-1 inside corner, and it's going to be a strike now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tucker Deadman with only 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 4. The 1-2. 2-2, the count now on Tucker Deadman. Here's a 2-2 pitch, swing and a ripper into left field for a base hit. That's going to put Deadman on for a single, and that's going to reset the lineup and bring up Eli Cook. Resetting the lineup for the Hartville Eagles, the catcher number 5, Eli Cook. Jeez. Score update to tell you about from St. Louis as the Cardinals get pummeled by the LA Dodgers. Everybody turn down your volumes if your Cardinal score was 17-4. Dodgers all over the Cardinals, and that's going to drop the Cardinals out of the second wild card spot as the Dodgers now take the second wild card spot from St. Louis, as they will be now 0-1 the count on Eli Cook. So the Cardinals are going to have to win to avoid the sweep tomorrow from LA. Wouldn't be a good way for St. Louis to get shipped off to Atlanta after getting swept by the Dodgers. Let's hope we don't see that happening. The 1-1 is going to be skied into the middle of the infield. That's the pitcher Aldaba. Andres Aldaba, who got the second out, and that's going to now bring up Braden Brandstetter. Shortstop number 9, Braden Brandstetter. Braden Brandstetter, the batter for Hartville. So once again, if anybody who did not turn name after I announced the score from the Cardinals, St. Louis lost to the LA Dodgers by a score of 17-4. St. Louis is going to have to win to avoid the sweep tomorrow, and hopefully win to re-tie up the wild card. 1 ball, 1 strike. High fly ball going into all the way to the wall in right field. That's going to score 1 run. Here he comes, flying around the diamond. That was Tucker Deadman who scored, and it's going to make it now a 3-1 Hartville lead over Purdy, and that's going to bring up the big first baseman, Stone Matthews. First baseman number 25, Stone Matthews. Stone Matthews now at the plate with 2 outs and 1 runner on second. The first pitch, swinging a high pop up. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of inning number 5. It is a 3-1 Purdy lead over Purdy. It's a 3-1 Hartville lead over Purdy. Dang.
So Warren gets to hear your broadcast probably from here.
Yeah. We got a score update to tell you guys about from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, as the St. Louis Cardinals were defeated by the LA Dodgers by a score of 17-4. We got a Dodgers fan in the house.
Probably a Cubs fan.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Cardinals are chasing the Dodgers.
If the Rockies if the Rockies lose, the Cardinals will only be a half game out because the Dodgers will be ahead of the Rockies.
Oh yeah, so they're gonna be rooting on. So we should be rooting on the Rockies.
Against the Rockies now.
Oh, against now?
Yeah, because the Cardinals will only be a half game behind the Rockies.
Who are the Rockies playing? Is it
Whoever they played last night.
Arizona? I think. I don't know.
Nick's kind of understanding the first game, but some of those numbers. Well, 5 of those were the other night. Oh, and they lost. And then scored 4.
Leading us to the top of the 5th inning for the Purdy Eagles, the pitcher number 25, Andres Aldaba. At Catootie Parsons Memorial Stadium, here between Purdy and Hartville, it's 3-1 Hartville over Purdy. Here in the top half of inning number 5. And this is another one to tell you about in the wild card, is if Colorado loses, if they play San Francisco, Colorado Rockies play the San Francisco Giants. If the Rockies lose, then the Cardinals will only be a half game out of the wild card, and that's going to bring up Hewlett after that hit batter. Catcher number 3, Carl Hewlett. Carl Hewlett, the batter for Purdy Eagles. A little bit of a battery there at the bottom of the lineup. 0-1 the count on Hewlett. He is the catcher today for Purdy. 0-1 the count on Hewlett. No balls, 1 strike. No outs. 1 runner on that is Andres Aldaba. As the as the 0-1 pitch is going to be skied in the foul territory, and Hewlett will fly out. That's going to bring up Jake Brown, the center fielder for the Purdy Eagles. Center fielder number 2, Jake Brown. Jake Brown, the batter for Purdy. He is the man in the lineup for Purdy. Only 1 out here in the top of inning number 5. 3-1 Hartville. 1-0 pitch to first pitch to Brown's going to be a ball 1-0. Well, here's the 1-0. It's going to be inside now. It's going to be called a strike. Now it's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike on Jake Brown. Here's a 1-1 swing and a little blooper. That's going to be a base hit into center. That's going to now put runners up at first and second. That's going to bring up Kyler Props, the center shortstop for the Purdy Eagles. Shortstop number 14, Kyler Props. Kyler Props, the batter for Purdy. Only one out here in the top of inning number 5. Purdy making some noise here. The first pitch is going to be a strike at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Kyler Props, the shortstop for the Purdy Eagles. Really nice day here at Parsons Memorial Stadium in Crane. Once again, Kyler Props is the batter for Purdy as he shows bunt. He will be an error as that's going to cut the lead now at 1 out. It's going to tie the game, and it's going to be now a 3-3 tie between Purdy and Hartville. Hartville and Purdy now tied. Coach Hughes waving him in with his crutch. And that will bring up Clay Henderson. Right fielder number 5, Clay Henderson. Clay Henderson will step to the batter's box as head coach Clint Horn will make a visit.
Oh. Hey. I'd love to do that.
Coach Horn talking it over to
We can do that. We can walk out everything together.
his pitcher of the year candidate of
When we do that. And
Caleb Moore,
then I want him to sign the ball for me to take on the display.
just to calm him down just a little bit.
Alright? Yeah, the game before is in the 5th inning, so by the time it finishes, and then we get the field ready and stuff, you got plenty of time. Yeah, you'll have time, yeah. Alright, there. Huh. Yeah.
First pitch to Henderson is going to be a strike at 0-1 as he tried to show a bunt. 0-1 the count on Henderson. The 0-1 inside corner on Henderson. It's going to be a ball now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Henderson. Henderson, the right fielder for Purdy. The 1-1. Strike 2, 1-2 on Henderson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 swing ripper into right field for a base hit. That's going to be dropped by the stopped, but couldn't make the play there by the shortstop. And it's going to be now 4-3 Purdy lead, and it's going to make it bring up Martinez. That's for Purdy. Left fielder number 11, Andrew Martinez. Andrew Martinez, the batter for Purdy. Andrew Martinez, he is the left fielder for the Purdy Eagles. Swing in a tapper. Slapper actually, because it's going to go foul. 0-1 the count on Andrew Martinez, the left fielder for the Purdy Eagles. The 0-1's going to be skied foul behind the press box here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. Now it's going to be 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Andrew Martinez. That is hot in here. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be another base hit. That's going to round. That's going to round Andrew Henderson. Is going to score another run. As a cloud of dust will be leaving Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. It's going to be a 5-3 Purdy lead over Hartville, and that will prompt another mound visit by head coach Clint Horn.
No, you said heads. What did I say? You said heads.
As he makes a slow walk.
No.
He'll receive the ball from the Ozarks Sports Report Pitcher of the Year nominee from last spring.
No, bullcrap. Oh, see, he just said that.
Talks things over.
We're doing it again.
And we'll be seeing a new pitcher come into the game.
What'd you?
As we will tell you who that is
All right, let's do this.
in just a moment.
Oh, yes. See? No, he's. So what's heads? You can have it. So I'm the whole team.
Okay, just playing on home ball. Game ball.
5-3 Purdy.
Only brought one. We'll play till it's gone. Game over. All right. Deal.
Pitcher into the game is going to be Luke Gosley, who comes over from left field.
So the Wolf is 0-0.
Braden Brandstetter will
No, because you didn't even get a bat.
come from shortstop. He will play left field. Gosley.
But we
and
farther to our left.
Caleb Moore will play shortstop for. He'll play shortstop for Brandstetter. As we will have a new pitcher into the game once again. That's Luke Gosley, who comes in from left field.
That's the problem. That's what people sometimes they think you're going to have fun.
So 0-2 with 1 out here in.
We'll be expecting after we do somewhere.
Pardon me.
Give me time to walk over where he is.
0-2. We're going to see as we'll be seeing a treat as the guy who joined me, the former Crane Pirate and now United States Marine, Colby Smith, joined us on the live stream on Ozarks Sports Report, and we will be able to get out the Ozarks, his first pitch, his ceremonial first pitch, as he will be welcomed back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium, where he was once a player for Crane. So stick around. It's good. It's definitely going to be a heartwarming moment here in Crane, Missouri. If I show that, that's gonna go viral for sure.
Yep.
I have to share that on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I don't have Instagram for OSR, but Facebook and Twitter and the website. Did I mention this guy's name? No, I did not. First baseman number 7, Mason Schauer. Now pitching for your Eagles, number 7, Luke Gosley. Luke Gosley, the new pitcher, as he will throw it to Mason Schauer. 7-on-7 there. Number 7, the batter, and number 7, the pitcher, from both Hartville and Purdy. Alina. 1 ball, no strikes on Mason Schauer. One ball, no strikes on Mason Schauer. here at the Crane Fall Wood Bat Tournament. This is the third game of 5. As this night will wrap up with the championship. It'll be between Morrisville and Conway. Conway coming north of I-44 Morrisville going coming from the north side of I-44, and Conway coming right along I-44 there in Laclede County, just west of Lebanon. As another run's going to score, it's going to make it now 6-3 Purdy over Hartville. Purdy over Hartville. Luke Gosley, the new pitcher, who relieved the Ozarks Sports Report Pitcher of the Year nominee from last spring. Once again, coming from before the start of a third place game, you'll be in for a special moment as you'll see a ceremonial first pitch coming up from Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. So be sure to stick around. You'll be in for a special treat. Well, as we can zoom in to give you guys a better look, we'll try our best. To Aldalva. OCL Aldalva. 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. Here's a 1-2. Swinging a tapper foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still on OCL Aldalva. Okay. I'll let you take over after this inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes there on OCL Aldalva with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Strike 3 called, and there's the end of the top half of inning number 5. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Time to get those. Hartville. It's 6-3 Purdy over Hartville. Purdy wins. I'll get to have Hughes on for the first time. I might have to help him up, because I don't know if he could be able to climb.
Did Snyder turn you down?
Unfortunately. Well, I think his wife went over to work for the hurricane.
Oh, okay.
They're in Florence, Hurricane Florence.
I need your hotspot again if you don't mind. For a minute. I forgot to turn it off.
Good Lord, it's hot in here. Huh?
Oh,
Oh, you don't have unlimited?
I do.
I do too.
Unlimited? Does that make your hotspot unlimited?
I think only has so much.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think Verizon, I think all plans have unlimited hotspot. Steve, what's up, man? You're going to be in for a treat before our game starts.
What is it?
Colby's throwing out the first pitch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They said he's going to go and do their stretches.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Eagles. The shortstop, the Ozarks Sports Report Pitcher of the Year candidate, number 27, Caleb Moore.
Kind of beating that to death out of him. You said that enough.
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in Crane, Missouri.
Pretty much pointing out that he didn't win it.
First pitch is a base hit for Caleb Moore, and he will stop at second for a single. And that will bring up Luke, the new pitcher for Hartville. Number 7, Luke Gosley. Luke Gosley, the pitcher for Hartville, as he took over for Caleb Moore. First pitch to Gosley, the ball gets away. It's going to be now a 1 ball, no strike count. Definitely a shootout for between Hartville and Purdy. Purdy winning. Purdy up on Hartville 6-3 as first out's going to be recorded there in center, and that's going to bring up Rice Piper, the second baseman. Second baseman, number 1, Piper. Rice Piper, the batter for Hartville, as the first pitch to him is going to be a strike at 1. No balls and like on Rice Piper.
I've got the old one.
We're here in the top of inning bottom of inning number 5 here in Crane. One ball, one strike on Piper. Swing. On to second. On to first and safe, but they can't turn the double play, and that's going to bring up Jarrett Colton, the third baseman for Hartville. Third baseman number 26, Jarrett Colton. Jarrett Colton digging into the batter's box, the right side batter's box for the Hartville Eagles. 2 away here in Crane. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Jarrett Colton. Jarrett Colton, a power guy. 0-1 count on Colton. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on Jarrett Colton. The 0-2. Ball's off the sign. The 0-2 swung on to the third baseman. Over the shoulder throw to first, and that's going to be the final of the 5th inning. We're going to the top of the 6th. It is a 6-3 Purdy lead over Hartville. All right, Coach Martin, I'm going to have to steal your seat now.
What's your number? There is right 98, 97, 85.
Yeah, I sent the link to you for it.
Alright, I guess. Zach, is that your phone number or something?
You got it.
Wait, what?
It's in my phone, is Zach.
Oh yeah, that was his phone number. I didn't hear what
Thank
you
you,
said,
sir.
so it's kind of weird. How you doing, buddy? Oh, you know, Dandy. Hey, who's even playing?
There you go. Purdy and Hartville.
Stolen seat. Oh my lord.
Here's your Agua Senor. Purdy is like black and yellow.
For that song to come out, because every single school team was black and yellow for the basketball. Every single school that had is their colors. It was there. They run out.
Now back number 16, Zane Brown.
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane, Missouri, as Zane Brown digs into the left side batter's box. A little bit of a new angle for you guys for this half of the game. Zane Brown's going to take it as he grounds out, and that's going to be out number 1 for the top half of inning number 6. That's going to bring up Asiel Aldalva.
That's not bad. Not bad. I just got really dusty dragon yesterday. That's my one.
First pitch to him is going to be a ball at 1-0.
The soft case that comes with the small boxes, they gave me extra on those to use as a rack. Oh, it's the same material, I guess.
First pitch swinging foul ball down the other, hit the other way.
So the big soft.
Now 1-1 strike.
Hard case I bought, but
Colby not hanging out up here?
He's leading the team in stretching.
1 strike.
I
One
want him
out.
to come down here and give him IT.
To
I can see him here. He's on softball field there.
Do what?
He was on softball field. I can see him from here.
Almost that's one's going to be swung on and skied for out number 2 quickly and quietly for Hartville. And it's going to bring up number 3. That's going to be, it's
Now batting number 3, Carl Hewlett.
going to bring up Hewlett as Andres Aldalba, who swung at that pitch and skied it to left field for out number 2. So once again, you'll be in for a treat at the beginning of the next game between Crane and Galena. 1 strike on Hewlett as he will swing and ground it foul behind to the backstop. 1 strikes now on Hewlett. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to put a wrap on the top half of inning number 6. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is a 6-3 Purdy lead over Hartville. Has Hartville ever played Purdy before?
Don't know. But your voice is starting to sound
Yeah.
How long you been smoking?
Never mind.
Just started this morning.
I'm gonna have to take another.
Cigarette?
No, another drop of medication.
I thought they-
My mom had me drugged up this morning and last night
It's been so long. I cleaned the desk tonight.
because she had me on ibuprofen
Oh man.
and Sudafed.
Yeah, that's really knows how clean they were. Like, I have their open my truck. I drive with them wearing baseball gear. Shove it in my truck. But I didn't realize how much I didn't clean those, so I threw away these and kept them clean.
Yeah.
Put those on, like, almost to get sick.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot. So
after.
So, like, last night she put me on-
So we don't need fillings or. No, that's mine.
So last night mom put me on like cough medicine and what else? She put me on Sudafed and she put me on ibuprofen last night.
Sounds like you need it.
Yeah, I need it. I do. I'll have to take another dose tonight. Hopefully it's the last dose I'll need. So hopefully we can put this. Those things are hard to get out.
Back up for the Eagles, number 8, Cody Mayhem.
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. As we stand here in the bottom half of inning number 6, Cody Mahan is the man to lead it off. First pitch to him is going to go just a little bit inside on him. It's going to make it a 1 strike count. Cody Mahan, the batter for Hartville. Here's a 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now on Mahan. 2 balls, no strikes on Cody Mahan. Once again, he's your batter for these Hartville Eagles as he'll swing and kind of check his swing and hit it foul. 2 balls and 1 strike on Mr. Cody Mahan. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 now on Mahan. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 swung on and fouled once again. 2-2 the count on Cody Mahan. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. There's a 3-2 swing and a pop up. It's going to go behind the grandstand here at Tootie Parsons Memorial for a foul ball. The count will be paused at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 swing and a miss, called strike 3, and that will set Mahan down on strikes.
32, Tucker Deadman.
And we'll bring up Tucker Deadman, the center fielder for these Hartville Eagles. First pitch to him. It's going to be a ball 1-0.
They have to bring the kid with them because if they don't,
Blocked by the catcher for
That's what they have to.
the 1-0 pitch. Inside corner on Deadman. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Where you think is best.
1-1.
Hello.
There's a 1-1 just outside now. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I'm in the press box, so I thought you were just trying to figure things out so you could get him there. So, okay. Okay, he is.
See, like,
Yes,
it's
yeah,
not gonna be as
yeah.
good.
No, we're in the bottom of the 6th.
Here in the bottom of the 6th inning here between Hartville and Purdy.
All right, see you then.
6-3 Hartville, or pardon me, 6-3 Purdy over Hartville.
It's about to start, and I told the guys, well, I thought she said, why? We're still here in line. So then Harley said, the game about to start. And I said, no, so I'll be there soon. I said, then,
The 2-2.
I said, bring her, brother. So, he said, he's supposed to be there. So then she called
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on
with you or here.
Tucker Deadman.
I'm looking around and he's not here. And she panicked about everything.
The 3-2 swing and a chopper onto the third baseman, onto first. A little bit of a football play there at first, as Deadman was a little bit shooken up there. Schallert, the big guy, acting like a linebacker there. Or pardon me, more of an offensive lineman.
Number 5, Eli Cook.
That'll bring up Eli Cook, the batter, as head coach Josh Hughes will be making a trip to the mound.
4-legged trip.
With 2 outs, and he will talk to his starting pitcher of Andres Aldaba. We'll have a new pitcher in the game. Can I see the program?
That's the way you want today for us.
New pitcher in will be
I sent a t-shirt over to him. I said, hey, well, that's good.
Did he put up with
we will be Carl Hewitt. Carl Hewitt, who has a little bit of a submarine style. Pardon me, no. Carl Hewitt, who's coming into pitch for these Purdy Eagles against the Hartville Eagles, Battle of Eagles. Once again, Purdy is a newcomer in the SWCL. With 2 outs here to work with here for Purdy. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning between Purdy and Hartville. Also coming up after this game, we will see the teams of Galena and Crane play after this game between Hartville and Purdy is concluded.
I noticed that. I was about to say, well, I'd be frustrated too.
Once again, we will remind you that there will be a ceremonial first pitch before this game, or before the next game will kick off. 2 outs here, and
he's the one, some guys just strike out.
So 2 outs here in the bottom half of inning number
Some guys will drop it. He'll
6 as the
he talks about it.
it's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. It's a 6-3 Purdy lead over Hartville. Sorry, Coach.
And I think
There you go, sir.
Yeah.
But it's gonna cost him money. Well, it will. If it doesn't cost him money, it may cost him a lot.
Yeah.
What are we listening to?
That's what people say when they watch the webcast. What are we listening to? I gotta give Town some credit. Is that on? Is it recording?
Yeah, it's still live.
Sound?
Yeah, I can mute it.
Myself a little different today. I'm not writing so much down. I actually watch what you say.
Yeah.
Sometimes writing too much.
It's out of the mechanics.
Just to write down any result.
Welcome back to Duty Parsons Memorial Stadium.
Jake Brown.
Jake Brown now the batter for these Purdy Eagles. Here in the top half of inning number 7,
I'm not going to put it.
Purdy and Hartville. One ball, no strikes now on Jake Brown. Here's a 1-0 swing. And that's going to go foul down the right field line off the bat of Jake Brown. One ball, one strike on Jake Brown. One ball, one strike. Now 2-1 on Jake Brown. The 2-1 slapped. And that's going to be gobbled up by Gosley, and it's going to be thrown onto first for out number 1. Quickly and quietly for the Hartville Eagles. That's going to reset the lineup, and that's going to bring up the leadoff man for the
Kyler Props.
Purdy Eagles. That's Kyler Props. Kyler Props, the batter for Purdy. Coming up after this game, we will have the post-game interview with the head coach of the Purdy Eagles, Coach Josh Hughes.
Is that his parents?
This is mom door in earlier, wasn't it? Or is that his?
Purdy and Hartville.
Relatives. They look like his mom and dad. Is that probably from there?
Purdy and Hartville.
No.
Here in the top half of inning number 7 with 1 out away.
The two people standing right next to him?
And blue.
Yeah, I think it's his
Okay.
parents, yeah.
Well, they look like
0-1 the count now on
Blue
Props.
shirts on, they're not coming out on the field.
No, I think it says Marines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's probably his graduation.
Yeah.
That's cool.
1 ball, 1 strike now on Kyler Props.
And this one's right now. So when I thought that this was just gone. I was like, laying his voice is just gone. Everything's different.
The 1-1 swing. And that's going to be down for no, it's going to be caught. It's going to be caught by the right fielder there for Hartville. And what a play that was.
5, Clay Henderson.
I'm going to bring up Clay Henderson for these Purdy Eagles. with 2 away here in the top of inning number 7. Coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning, it will be the last chance for these Hartville Eagles to make some noise.
So basically, when I get over there, as soon as we start walking this way,
6-3.
just keep an eye on it. And don't play our pregame music way. So then after all that, they put our pregame, or well, whatever it is.
I did that.
1 ball, 1 strike,
Rising sun one very
and
bottom,
2
so
outs
some-
there on
That
To
rising
the very
sun-
bottom of that playlist.
That rising sun's the one you play really for.
It's not House of the Rising Sun, that's different on there. It is the Rising Sun.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs on on Henderson, and that's going to be the final out of the top of the 7th inning. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Hartville Eagles. It is a 6-3 Purdy lead over
I was
Hartville.
just saying,
I'm in the dumb heads. I don't hate it during the games.
I was just thinking, see the Cardinals score?
Yes.
Maybe the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
We may be going a little over a week too late.
Yeah,
Or they could be right back in it.
hopefully. We're going to have to win tomorrow.
Did you go through the line at the funeral?
No, I left before that. I left right after Emily spoke, and then that one guy was talking about the police thing in Mount Vernon. About
Oh,
the
yeah,
police
yeah.
around him.
Yeah.
I left right after him.
Oh, okay.
Was there much after that?
Kevin talked. Inman.
Okay, I knew he was going to close.
And then after he talked, that's when we left. They started the line and stuff.
Yeah, Doug.
Hey, I was about to ask about an extra lineup.
Yeah.
Extra lineup for the next game.
Extra, I gave him the only one I got for the press box.
Oh,
Who
okay.
are you talking about, Marcolina?
Crane.
And you can take a picture of mine.
Okay. Yeah, you take a picture of it and you can read off your phone.
Honestly, I can probably just use the program and not really worry about it.
Okay.
If I need it, I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean, you know everybody from Crane, so it should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thank you. Oh, Isaiah, the pitcher. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons
Number 9.
Memorial
Brandon
Stadium here in Crane, Missouri. Brandon Brandstetter on now for the Hartville Eagles as it is walk-off time here for Hartville, shutdown time for Purdy. Hartville trails Purdy by a score of 6-3. Here's the 0-1 pitch upstairs on Brandstetter, and that's going to be a strike at 0-1. Or no, a ball at 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike on Braden Brandstetter. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes, as Brandstetter is going to be now behind at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Upstairs now, it's going to even the count at 2-2 on Brandstetter. Stone Matthews, the big first baseman on deck for Hartville. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On to first, and there's going to be out number 1. Quickly and quietly for Purdy. And that's going to bring up Stone Matthews, the big first baseman for these Hartville Eagles.
Now batting number 25, Stone Matthews.
Stone Matthews digs in. He is your first baseman tonight for the Purdy Eagles. Or pardon me, for the Hartville Eagles. First pitch to Matthews is going to be a strike at 0-1. 0-1 the count on Matthews. Here in the top of bottom of inning number 7. The 0-1 inside on Matthews. He'll get the strike call. It's going to be 0-2. Hewlett, the pitcher for Purdy, as he's got it for 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Stone Matthews, the the first baseman for Hartville. He'll swing and foul it just off the roof of the grandstand here at Tootie Parsons Memorial here in downtown Crane, Missouri. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Stone Matthews. The 1-2 pitch upstairs now, 2-2 on Matthews. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2, swinging a high pop-up into foul territory. Who's got it? Almost caught it as the first baseman. Almost made the play, but unfortunately, that's going to make it now a 2 ball and 2 strike count. Still going to pause it. It's going to pause it at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Stone Matthews. He says, "I'm not ready to die." The 2-2 pitch, swinging a liner. That's going to be into the outfield for a base hit, and the Hartville Eagles have something cooking here in the bottom half of inning number 7. We'll see a pinch runner for Matthews.
Up at number 27, Caleb Moore.
That will bring up Caleb Moore, the shortstop who started the game as the pitcher for Hartville. 6-3, our score between Hartville and Purdy. Purdy on top, 6-3. One runner on that is the pinch runner for Hartville, for Matthews, as Moore will swing and foul it down the right field line for strike 1. 0-1 the count on Caleb Moore. No balls and 1 strike on Caleb Moore, the shortstop. Here's the next pitch to him. Is going to be a strike now at 0-2. Still, the Purdy Eagles are 2 outs away from closing this game out, in which will move them into 5th place here in the Crane Fall Woodbat Tournament. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Hartville Eagles are down to their last out of the ball game. Who's he going to be up to now? That's going to be Luke Gosley, the man to...
Now batting number 7, Luke Gosley.
It'll be Luke Gosley, whose chore will be to not be the last out. As the first pitch was a strike at 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing slapper. This should do it. Bobbles on to first. Safe. Ball gets away, and here comes 1 run. That's going to make it 6-4 Purdy, as pinch runner for Hartville scores. And that will...
1, Rice Piper.
That will bring up Rice Piper, the batter, as the inning is extended now to Rice Piper. All he's looking is to extend the inning to Colton. Two outs, and still the Hartville Eagles are down to their last out. First pitch swinging a foul. 0-1 the count on Piper. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Downstairs now it's going to be 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Rice Piper. The 1-1. 2-1 now on Piper. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here on Rice Piper. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a high fly ball. Caught, and they made the play, and that's going to wrap up this game as the Purdy Eagles take this one by a score of 6-4. Coming up after this, we will see the post-game interview with the head coach of the Purdy Eagles, Coach Josh Hughes. Coming up after this, and then after that, we will get you to to game 4 of 5 from this Saturday here in Crane. So we say stick around for more. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. I'm with the head coach of the Purdy Eagles, Coach Josh Hughes, after a big 6-3 victory over Hartville. Coach, what was the main focus that you had going into this game against Hartville?
Oh, we just talked about all week. We had practice Thursday and Friday. We had an opportunity to kind of focus on one team and really work on, kind of getting the lead, executing at the plate, making the small plays, offensively. And that's something we hadn't done all year. And, we got a bunt down late in the game that led to 2 runs on an error, and then we got executed a hit and run pretty well. And then we also, stole some bases and then got some key hits after we got the game tied up 3-3. We got some key hits to go on up 6-3.
You guys scored the first run in the first inning, and then you guys also gave up the lead to Hartville, which they tied it and then took the lead, and then you guys tied it and regained the lead. What did you tell your hitters to do on how to attack their pitcher of Caleb Moore?
He does a good job spotting the fastball, and then has a good off-speed curveball and a changeup. So we told him to attack the fastball early in the count, and when we had success, that's what we were doing. Whenever we got behind, we were kind of sitting there guessing curveball or guessing fastball, and we never guessed right. And you can't be good hitters if you're a guess hitter. So we got to hit the fastball early on and be able to fight off pitches and finally come through like we did kind of there in that 5th inning.
You guys come out of the Hartville tournament. I believe you guys will play a rival in the Swickle. And what's going to be the main focus that you'll have in your next game against your SWCL rival?
We got Galena on Monday at our place. This is our first year in the Southwest Conference League, and it's a great league. We've played this league. We've played these guys for years, but now we get to join them as a conference member, and we're really excited about that. I'm really excited to face Galena. I know Coach does a good job over there. I mean, he's been there a couple years now, and he's got them playing pretty well. I mean, heck, they're in the 3rd place game against a really good Crane team here in a little bit, so they're playing pretty well, and I'm sure he's going to have them ready for us, and we'll give them our best shot, and they'll give us their best shot. So we're excited about it.
If you have any final words to say to the head coach of the Hartville Eagles, Coach Clint Horn, what would your final words be to the head coach of the Hartville Eagles that you played of Coach Clint Horn?
Clint's a good guy. Well, I've known Clint for a long time. We've coached against each other in youth stuff, and we've been around each other for a long time. And I'm excited to finally get to play him at the high school level, and hopefully we can see each other down the road again. Which that means we're playing again in the spring, and maybe even playing into the playoffs a little bit. He's a good dude. Good baseball guy, and he's got a really good program there at Hartville, and I wish him the best of luck. And he knows if he ever needs anything, he can give me a call at any time, and I feel he feels the same way about me. And it's just good, 2 good baseball teams that battled it out, and we come on top today. It could have been different any other day. So
thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Hughes. Congratulations on that big 6-3 win over Hartville, and best of luck to you guys against Galena.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks for all you guys do here and for high school sports. I appreciate it. Thanks.
All righty, catch your bus and
I'll get it.
and also recover fast.
I'm trying.
All righty.
Thanks, man.
That was Coach that was Coach Josh Hughes of the
Back, I think.
Purdy Eagles after that huge 6-3 victory over Hartville. That's going to wrap up this live stream for Game 3 of this 5-game Saturday in the final day of the Crane Fall Woodbat Tournament. We hope you enjoyed this game as we enjoyed delivering it to you guys. And also, we want to say stick around for the next game, Game 4 of the 3rd place, which will be the 3rd place game of the Crane Fall Woodbat Tournament between Crane and Galena, which will start a little bit earlier, which you'll get to see a real treat. So stick around for that coming up in just a little bit. So we'll see you guys in just a few minutes.